Whoa. Where the hell did this go? Alright. Display capture. I'm going to swap this to display 1, display 3. Done. Boom. And we're going to go ahead and start in park. Let's do factory keepers. Alright. An abandoned factory complex's opportunity to build a mechanical themed amusement park. Alright. The goal is to have at least 1,100 guests in your park by the end of October of year 3 with a park rating of at least 600. Wow. That looks shitty. Okay. So the park is closed. I could charge for admission finally. So, first thing we're going to do, information kiosk right here. We're going to throw in restroom. Probably, no, actually. Guess we'll throw in a restroom here. Doesn't look too bad. And then I'm going to throw in food over here. So burger. We're going to throw in drink stand. We're going to throw in a first aid station over here, right next to the entrance, as they be in real life. I'm going to throw in a sub sandwich. ATM. When they start running low on cash. And we will throw in a balloon shop right here. I think now we've got... I don't remember how to rotate. Okay, right here. We've got room for one more. So we'll throw in, I don't know, what should we throw in? What should we throw in? Is there ice cream? Let's do ice cream. Perfect. All right. So now we've got kind of the opening accoutrement ready. As soon as people walk in, they're going to want like a chill kind of ride. Generally, Ferris wheel does well. But I'm going to throw in one of these bad boys here. Exit's going to be right there. Open that up. And then we'll go ahead and do a queue line. Right there. Add in some little stuff. Some mechanicos. Boom, boom. That's kind of cool looking, right? Flame and Fury. And we'll make it like red and orange. And we'll do music like... Can we only do fairground organ style? Okay, that's fine. Entrance will be... Let's do space. That all kind of looks good for it. Next thing to throw in is another sort of gentle, mild ride. Usually Ferris wheel does really well. So I'm going to go ahead and throw Ferris wheel here. We'll do, again, entrance, exit. Open that sucker up. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in a short queue line, like here. And then we can do regular dirt path for the exit right there. And that looks great. We've already got trash cans and benches kind of lined up all over the place. So the next thing to do is to throw in at least something kind of more interesting. So ship ride usually does well. I think we'll put it maybe like right here. Yeah, we'll throw it right here. And then I'll put that there, exit here, open that ride up, and let's go ahead and build out this path. And we'll throw in the queue line to go from there to there. I'm gonna start rotating around now, and we need to build this area out a little bit. I'm going to have these circle each one of the buildings out here. Perfect. And I'll throw in maybe another ride here. Open. All right, so we're about $5,000 in now. Do that. Perfect. Gonna put in some benches, trash cans, stuff like that. The huge as needed. Do they have any cooler litter bins? Yeah, let's use some actual Dometic litter bins. I'm gonna add in a couple more in some random places too, just to decrease trash for later. We got some cool benches. We'll throw them in over here. Probably would be good to put a bathroom in over here as well. Yeah, I think so. Bathroom back here in the corner. Perfect. Open that sucker up. And we're gonna go ahead and open the park. Rides are free. Rides are free. Next thing that we need to do is put in some form of roller coaster. Probably something like this. My Mania kind of looks stupid. 5,000. This one right here looks pretty good. We need to take out a bigger loan for that. I'm gonna pull out $10,000 for a loan, so we've got 15,000 now, and we can put in a decent sized roller coaster. We're gonna put in sawdust, and we're gonna put it back in the corner over here. Perfecto Mundo. That looks good right there. Excellent. Yeah. And then we'll rotate this around a little bit so we can get a good view on where the queue line is actually starting. It's definitely kind of hard to tell from here. How do we look through the supports again? I'm kind of forgetting. Put options. Control shortcut keys. See-through rides, toggle. Let's do P. See-through D. Oh. Cool. All right. So it looks like down over here, where this path is kind of going, so. Perfect, and we'll go ahead, put this footpath at, this is at +4. Four. Perfect, right into there, and there we go. Open up this ride. Free. Then over here, we're going to throw a bathroom for when people need to go. We'll throw in another information stall as well, right here in this corner. Open that sucker up. And now we need to start hiring park staff. So we've got one guy here. Yeah, have him kind of take care of this area. That should be good for him. We need 2 mechanics at least. One of them will be dedicated to just this ride. So you are going to stay over here and not go anywhere else. Perfect. We'll hire another one just to be over here in general, kind of wander the park. We'll hire 1 security guard and 1 entertainer for starters. We'll add in more entertainers as we kind of go along. Okay. So we're starting to get people to come into the park. Looking pretty decent, not looking bad. But very empty in a lot of places. We're very front heavy over here. Thinking maybe we put in a 3D movie area. People seem to like those, so we'll put it in a boom 3D movie. Entrance, exit, open that sucker up. We're also gonna throw in a VR thing, get people kind of pumped, excited about that. Open that sucker up, and then start doing path building out. So I'm thinking from here, people will be able to come up to kind of this main path, and we'll circle around over this edge of the park, loop it back here. So there's kind of a big loop-de-loop. Next thing, connect that, start throwing in some of these, build that. Now this area over here will be primarily dedicated to food. We'll throw in some trash cans. And we'll throw in kind of like the rest of the stuff that we didn't put in. So, for example, we could put a kiosk up there probably, but a cotton candy station. We'll throw in a chicken nugget stall. We'll throw in another info station over there. Throw a bathroom towards the back, I think. Back in this corner. We'll also throw in a popcorn stall. Perfect. Get that up and running. And one more perhaps? We throw it in? I think so. Throw in a balloon. Throw in a balloon shop. Well, we got 2 of those. And then let's put in a couple decorations so people think it looks nice and fancy. There we go. Some gears turning. Industrial pipage. Boom. Do like smoke stacking around. Boom, boom. Do a little flaming right there. Boom. That's looking nice. So I'm gonna buy another handyman. He's gonna be primarily dedicated to this region over here, making sure it's all clean, making sure we're good. So he'll kind of go back and forth, and you know, he could also kind of hit up this area, keep him fresh towards the front of the park. All right, so right now we're sitting pretty top heavy. Over here, we got a good build going in the front. We've got good food areas, decent decorations, so that's gonna be good. Best value park in the country, nice. We're gonna chip this up $3. Not very much, just a little bit. Increase a little bit of our revenue. Thinking what we need to start doing is deciding what to do with this area over here. Thinking like another coaster at some point, but at this point what we should do is kind of get a feel for what people are needing, what people are wanting. Before doing that though, I'm gonna put in a couple more food things over here. Hot dog stand. We're also gonna put in a first aid station right here, just in case. It helps with park value and in general, so people don't think that you are doing a shitty job. Put this in here. I don't know why it's partially open. Why is this closed? Not open that shit. What are you talking about? Rides are free, so people shouldn't give too much of a shit if they have to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Pay for anything. Yeah, I think on this half of the park, it's looking really good. So generally what I do around this time is I want to take a look and see how the finances are going, make sure that everything is top shape. It's harder to make money on a park where all you get is admission. But I think we can do it. We need to hit definitely 1,000 here pretty soon. Like we need to be breaking 1,000 a month if we're gonna have any sort of success. Again, for this park, I think value is a portion of it, but mainly it's just guests. So as long as we can keep up this momentum, we should be okay. Taking a look at this month, last value, we're over $1,000. Perfect. That's great. Means that we can slow it down and start to build into the park a little bit. So the back half of the park is basically empty. And that's okay. People are going to get annoyed and be like, there's not much to do here. I'm not hungry. Whatever. I don't care. Can we take a look through here? We're going to make this an indoor dining center later on once we build out into the park. But I'm going to save that for now because there's not really any point, especially just because people don't have too much that they're really excited about right now. I'm thinking back over here. One thing that we could do is put in a maze. I like the Crazy Castle. It increases park value, especially. You know, I'm not going to do it though because it's just not going to work with the spacing. So it would be better just to throw in a smaller maze back in the corner or just kind of off to the side somewhere where it's not going to be a huge problem. I think if we put it maybe here, one that still allows us to build the path around this outside, right? But it opens up the park a little bit more just so there's more to do. I'm going to make this not too long of a wait because people don't like waiting in those maze lines that long. And then generally, we're going to stretch this around. I want this to run along the outside edge of the park property. And there we go. So now we've extended out the park just a bit. I'm going to wrap this now around. Start going this way. And we're going to build up. It's just +1. So we'll go here and flatten that out. Boom. Boom. All right. Perfect. So now that we've got this, of course, you've got to remember, got to put in benches and you got to put in trash cans or else it's going to get gnarly. People are going to get pissed. Benches are always good just to take a second and like evaluate where your park is at with the development of, not the development, but just that you have enough trash cans, or that's what I'm trying to say. Trash cans, lights. Lights will improve the safety value of your park. I kind of like the gas lamps for this, just because it kind of gives it almost like a steampunky vibe. Not really, but a little bit. Better than nothing. Alright, throw in a couple more light posts everywhere such way. Okay. So now we've extended the park out a little bit. We're sitting $3,000 at a budget. So this is a good time to now start throwing in whatever thrill rides that you don't have at this point. These are great for building your park up just a little bit. You can slide them in almost anywhere, which is super convenient. See, like even there, almost could put that in. I actually can put in something in this corner. Something really cheap that people won't really care too much either which way. Put a circus back in the corner maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Put a circus in. And then pray that this wraps around. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to get rid of it, but I think it will. Okay, let's slide this. Okay. And let's try an exit footpath right here. As long as it reaches over to here, we're good on that direction. And then the entrance is right there, so we're just gonna boom. See, that wraps around perfectly. That'll connect the back end of the park, and then I can even put in a decent sized queue line for that circus. And we're sitting pretty now with that development. This corner is super heavy in its amount of stuff going on in a small area, which is perfect. Next thing that we're probably going to want to do is start building out in this direction, or at least putting something right here. Eventually, I want a small sized roller coaster, probably here. Food court's gonna go here. Big roller coaster is gonna go here once we save up enough, and that probably won't be for at least a year. But for now, best thing to do, let it speed up, let the pace pick up a little bit, and we'll take a look and make sure that our revenue is going to be kicking over 1,000. I don't think we can charge at all for rides. They're complaining about the disgusting state of parks. So, what that basically means is we're gonna get 2 more handymen. Oh, fuck. Okay. Almost killed my handyman. And we need to start, for some of them at least, just giving them areas of work, so that there's no issues. You just sent me an email. Somebody sent me an email. That was my work email chime, so I should check that in a moment. I'll let that go. Yeah, I'll go check that real quick. Literally just sent an email saying that they have hella charging cords, and if anybody wants to come into work and take them, to do so. I do not, but I appreciate the gesture. This looks weird. Why is this? What? Why is that like that? What is this wall? It's like yellowish. That's odd. Well, I'll put in a temporary wall right there. Whatever. Let that go. All right. Park is looking decent overall. I'll play some chill vibes music while we're doing this. One second. Chill. There we go. Perfect. Hard, and it's gonna keep flicking off and on for like 1 second. There we go. All right, So as far as revenue goes, let's let it go for a whole month, or at least close out the month and kind of see where we're sitting. We're doing well with our guests. As long as we keep building out the back end of the park, we're gonna be great. Some of the rides have too long of queues, but I mean, honestly, it looks like everything is going pretty smoothly. We're shitting not so pretty on income, but there's really not a whole lot. I lost money last month, okay? So we need more buzz. So we got a candy apple stall. There's no point in doing that. I'm gonna let it go for another month and we're gonna see where we're sitting. It's these payouts that for all the handymen and repairs and stuff that's costly. I'm just hoping we don't go negative again. We did. That's the second month in a row we're negative on our income. That's not good, but we got plenty of guests. So really it's not the biggest deal in the world. Unfortunately, got it. No, we need one of these. We can throw this right here even. This doesn't need a long queue line. Probably 3 tiles worth for queue is long enough. Okay, that's gonna start stretching the park out back a little bit more. And probably a good time to start putting in a couple more things. Do we have a Ferris wheel yet? I don't think so. No, we got spinning. No, we do have a Ferris wheel. There's a go-kart, old timers. It's not huge, but it's kind of exciting and will probably stretch out the park a little. So the convenient thing about this is that everything's already built in. So boom, there we go. Open that shit up. That's gonna bring people back to this side of the park. Now at this point, when you open up the park towards the back like this, you need to put in a couple things. One, you definitely need a restroom back wherever that area of your park is. Just to make sure that people aren't getting sick, shit like that. I'll throw in a candy apple stall because it's kind of like novel compared to some of the other stuff. People are complaining again. State of the park, it's okay. All you do is throw in a couple handymen, fixes it up. They need drinks as well, so we'll throw that back there. An ATM on this half of the park is probably a smart idea, so we're gonna throw that right there. And we're also gonna throw an information kiosk just in case people are getting lost. And as soon as we hit 250, we'll do that. Perfect. Throw that in there right here. Okay, so now we're gonna fast forward a bit again and take a look at how the park is doing financially. Souvenir stalls are great. I need maybe another handyman. $50 a month, not too bad, but we need the park to be cleaned. Needs to be better. And this guy is going to be dedicated pretty much just to this area because that's heavy. And then we'll have handymen geared up at least in all of our major areas of damage. We need these souvenir stalls. These are great for income. I'll just throw one here and then one towards the back as well. Perhaps right. People like buying things when they get off of rides and they're happy. For whatever reason, it makes them want to buy. All right. So financially rough overall. But the only criteria to win, I think, is number of guests in the park and park rating. So I don't particularly care. A park rating of at least 600. Right now we are sitting at well above that, and we're only a couple hundred guests off. So with the inclusion of like one big ride, we should be pretty good. Cinema broke down. Now we just need to increase our income. So what we're gonna have to do now is increase the cost of the park. We're gonna make $18. And people are still complaining about the state of the park. So let's take a look at what people are saying. Thoughts. Path is disgusting. Where are they at though? Where are people saying this? Alright, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's take a look at where people are disgusted. It's back over here. I don't know how these handymen are so incompetent and they literally can't even clean a simple area, but they are, so we got to make it work. Okay, there we go. That should help. Increase park rating. This food court will need to be filled out eventually, but there's just not enough on this half of the park that I'm just not gonna spend too much time worrying about that yet. Let's grab another handyman for back here, and we're gonna actually queue them up to just circle this area and maybe up here a little bit, just because I can't see in there, so I don't really know what's going on, but that should be good right there. All right, let's speed that up. Take a look at how the park is doing with finances for a month. Next thing I'm gonna do, and this is a quick money-making technique, I'm increasing the cost of the park up to $25, but then what I'm going to do is vouchers for free entry to the park, $300, and then advertising campaign for the park for 2 weeks. So this is expensive, yeah, but with the price raise overall, this should have a positive effect when we look at it. So $25 entry fee, yeah, expensive, but there's a lot going on here, and we really need the money right now, because I don't know how much more loan I can actually take out. All right. So it looks like we're actually going to go positive for this month. Really, that's the most important thing for now. We're into June of year 2, so we've got another 6 months or so. We're 200 above minimum needed rating for the park, so we're doing okay, and we're sitting at almost $1,000 increase for the month. So what we're gonna need next is some sort of big draw item. I think one thing we can do to make this work, 2 things we can actually do is we're gonna do the inverted, the launch. So this ride here, escape hatch, and we'll put this maybe towards the back of the park, open it up a little bit, just because everything seems kind of closed off. Not that it is super closed off, but we could use a little extra stuff. Costs too much. Can we take out another loan? We can go up to 35,000, so that's fine. We're gonna throw this here. Open that sucker up. Excellent, that's great. We got the cookie stall. So I'm gonna throw in maybe a donut stall here, cookie stall back here. Now, the next step is going to be, we need to start raising some of the prices in general. So balloon stall, 1, let's open it. 2, let's chop this up to $1.50 for a balloon. Burger bar, same price there at the park. We're going to increase this up to $2, especially because free entry, so don't feel bad about that. $1.50 for all of the candy apple stalls. Chicken nugget stall, $2. Put it all the way throughout the park. Cookie shop, $1. Same throughout the park. Cotton candy stall, $1.50. Put that the same throughout the park. Donut shop, $1. Same throughout the park. Drink stall, $1.50. Same throughout the park. Hot dog stall, $1.50. Same throughout the Same throughout the park. Ice cream, $1.50. Same throughout the park. Popcorn, $1.50. Same throughout the park. Souvenir stall, $3. Same throughout the park. Umbrella, $3. Now we're gonna make the umbrellas $5 because people have to buy the umbrellas if it rains, so it's actually a good time to increase your revenue in general. All right. Right now, we've got everything geared up for decent financial pulls. So we're gonna fast forward, flip this around, and take a look at what happens now. Advertising campaigns going well. 2,000 in the hole from the last month. That's mainly a result of the building that we did for the rides. If we're hitting above 500 for this month, I'm going to hopefully want to invest in a more decent sized roller coaster to bring in attraction towards the back of the park. But I need at least 500 on income because of the cost of getting a couple more handymen to expand out the back of the park and just making sure that everyone's getting paid enough. All right, so the rain is actually great for revenue. See that? That huge upswing in money as a result of that quick stint of rain. Okay, over $500 there. Exactly what we were looking for. And we've got the money now to throw in a roller coaster, corkscrew roller coaster. Let's see. Cobra right here. This is a medium-sized coaster and will be great for the park, I think. Let's rotate this around like yay, and that's gonna fill out that spot perfectly. Awesome. Great. Okay, now with the development of that coaster, we're kind of filling out the middle of the park. So one thing I'm going to do real quick is probably throw in, if there's something mild, I think there was a Crooked House, if I'm not incorrect. Where'd the Crooked House go? Ah, right here. Crooked House. Super simple, super easy. Not huge, but relatively cheap and will increase the value of the park. Give it a creepy path. Relatively short queue line, and we're good to go there. I think now would be a good time to start building out this food court. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go burger stall. We're gonna go pretty much everything in here. Burger stall, cotton candy. We're gonna go candy apple maybe. Sure. We're gonna go another information stand for sure. One of those. We need another bathroom present within this, so let's go ahead and throw another bathroom in there. We're gonna go ahead and throw in an ice cream stall right here, and let's do one more thing, maybe souvenir stall. Nah, we'll do 2 more. We'll do ATM because we need that right here, and we need let's see what else. Souvenir stall. Perfect. There we go. That should help us flush in a little bit more income in general. We're gonna fast forward though, take a look at where we're kind of economically sitting. Obviously, we're gonna be in the hole for this month just because we're putting in a lot of shit. So I say as long as we're around 3,000 by the end of this, then that's a relatively good month, and that's gonna put us probably 2K over for next month. 2K over for the next month is going to be great going into the last fiscal year because we're going to need one big ride to just really draw in everything that we need. So I'm hoping that we're going to hit above 1,000 now for certain. If we're at upwards of 2,000, then we're going to do a handyman dump. We're going to dump in probably three or four different handymen, one new mechanic, two entertainers, one vandalism, security guard, but we need to hit at least 1,000 before we do that. If we don't, we're just gonna have to invest in handyman to keep the value of the park going up into the third year. But we can't focus on rides if we don't hit 1,000 at all. Okay, so we hit 150. That means that we're not gonna focus on rides at all for this month. All we're gonna focus on is raising up that park rating. So I'm gonna put in 3 handymen because I know that I can afford that. 3 handymen. I am going to increase the cost of the park to $30. People might complain, but I don't think that they are. We can look at their thoughts collectively. The litter here is really bad. That's their biggest issue. Especially probably towards the back end of the park. So I'm gonna get another handyman just in case rides are breaking down, making sure that we have enough. We're gonna throw in another entertainer. We're gonna throw in another security guard, and we're even gonna throw in 2 more handymen because people will always bitch and whine and moan and complain about everything because that's what people fucking do. And if this game gets anything right, it's that. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is like an actual scouting, and we're gonna grab some handymen that are not assigned anywhere and just make sure that there's nowhere that they can go and clean real quick. You want to look around the exits for roller coasters. Those areas can be particularly bad. And then like stuff like here, like this. Let's dump him. All right, so now he's gonna be taken to the streets up here, but we're going to prescribe him only work that's relevant to this upper causeway. Okay, there we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. All right, we're gonna take now a look real quick, see where we're sitting with everything as far as our goals go. We're over the amount of guests that we have to have, and all we need is a rating 600. So I think that we are over pretty much everything that we need. So we can fast forward basically for the win at this point. We don't even need to put in that last roller coaster. As long as we've got over, is it 1,200 or 1,100? Yeah. I mean, I doubt we're going to lose over 100 guests, but okay, see that rating now is just climbing up the top. That's because of the handyman work that we did. So we're sitting super pretty, and we could even increase revenue with a placement of 3 hat stalls. 3 hat stalls is what we're going to do here. So we're going to go look for some hats, right here. Perfect. We're going to throw in 3 of these motherfuckers. 1. We're going to throw 1 near the entrance. Perfect. And we're going to throw 1 more towards the back of the park. Excellent. Boom, boom, done. That's going to increase revenue a little bit, probably by $100 over the course of everything. If we rank the price up to $250, same through the park, we can take a look in a month or 2 and see how much revenue these stores are pulling in. Good thing to do now, just evaluate. All right, that's 2 months in the green. Not by much, but enough in the green, and really we're kind of just sitting here just doing maintenance. Okay, hat stall 2, people have no access to, so we're gonna go take a look at that. Hat stall 2, no entrance for whatever reason. We're just gonna demolish it. I don't feel like figuring it out. It's not gonna make us enough money to be a big deal. Now the last thing that we're gonna do in order to pull in a decent little bit of clientele right here at the end, throw in another roller coaster. We're gonna do looping roller coaster. We'll do something under 10, but that still looks pretty good. 14, 11, too high. That's 11. That's really sexy though. All right, we're gonna do the rattlesnake. Yeah. That one looks sick. Okay. Rattlesnake is going to go back here in this corner. Open that motherfucker up. And we're going to go ahead and throw in this path. We'll make it cobble. And we're going to do a quick little circle around. Make sure we get a good angle here, a view. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and flat. Boom. Boom. Give everybody a nice little bit of entrance right there. Next thing that we're going to do, go here to park advertising campaign for the park. We're going to do 3 weeks for a particular ride. We're going to do it for the new one. This one right here is called the Rattlesnake. We're going to do advertising marketing campaign, free entrance to the park, 6 weeks, and advertising campaign for the park in general, 2,100 for 6 weeks. We're going to let that go, and let's take a look and see what happens now. This should take us straight to the end to win. We are 200 above our needed amount. We're got a good number of people in the park. Highest rating approval possible. We're sitting so pretty, and now we can just start chipping away at our debt. As soon as we hit 1,000 on anything, we'll just do this until the end. Because nothing else is going to go wrong. I don't think that's going to throw us back. And we're making enough money that we're only having about $400 setbacks at any point when we're going in the negative. So as soon as I hit like 1,400, I'm pulling another 1,000 off my loan. See, there's about a $400 drop right there. Just got to keep an eye on that. No, I'll wait till we hit 500, 1,500, and then we'll just start pulling back on our loans until the end of the game, and we'll be sitting pretty. Everything should be good. Park rating's looking great, and we just slowly pay off our loans over the course of a couple of years. Relatively easy level. Double deck observation tower, pretty cool. That was like a $500 drop, so I'm definitely gonna wait till 1,500 on any of this. Relatively easy though. Relatively low amount of people coming in though. I wonder if we drop the price to, let's do a $20 cost for the park. See if that brings in more people. It's like a little bit more. Not much though. Not enough to really be worth it, but we're well above any of our ramifications. I'm gonna let that run. That's an easy victory. Win-win. Oh, September. I think, what is it, by October? Here's how we go. Dubs. Ready? What? End of October, year 3. Park rating of 600. We're at a park rating of 900. 300 above that. Over 400 above what we need. That's going to cause, boom, money spike right there. I just keep chipping away at this debt. And then if I was doing this level for the long term, obviously I'd sit here, let it run for a year, chip away at the debt, get it down 25, let it run up, and get some extra money, yada yada, boom. Victory. Company value of $130,000. Watch them drop their balloons. You have now access to a new park scenario in the Graphite group. All right. So we're going to save that. Factory Capers. And quit. All right. Easy dub. Start new park. Katie's Dreamland. Achieve a park value of at least $200,000 at the end of October of year 3. Okay? Let's give it a shot. All right. Small theme park with a few rides with room for expansion. Your aim is to double the park value. This is a relatively large park. Entries over here. So we're going to scope it out. Kind of get a feel. Let's take a look at what's already here. No food at all. So that's going to be our number one goal right off the bat, is putting in stuff that we know is drastically needed. Like, it blows my mind that it didn't start off with even a bathroom. Like, that's pretty crazy. All right, so we need a bathroom here. We need information kiosk, and we're gonna throw in open all. That's weird. Okay, information kiosk restroom. Okay, gotcha. They divide those up. And what is this, pizza stand? Okay. So that makes it a little bit easy because we've only got a couple regions that we need to worry about. So we got one bathroom here. I usually think like one screen width away is the maximum that you should really wait to build anything, like a bathroom, something like that. So it looks like right here might be a good place for a couple things. So we're gonna go ahead and throw in another bathroom right here, and we'll go ahead and throw in another pizza stand right here, just making sure people have access to it. Let's go another like screen width away, maybe in this kind of corner. Guests are hungry, can't find anywhere to buy food. We're working on that. We're gonna have to build another bathroom over here in the corner, but we don't have the finances for it. So let's let it rake up a little. Bathroom's important. And then the next thing that we're gonna put in is another pizza stall. How much do these cost? 300. So we're gonna go ahead, fast forward till we hit 300. Hopefully that'll happen soon enough. And we might need to raise up the cost of some of these rides, especially because another free park entry. Free park entry, for me, that just screams it's fine to charge people for shit. I know that you can't find restrooms. We're working on it. Okay, so we've got a $1 ride here. We're gonna rank that up to 150. We've got a $1 ride here up to 150. Pizzas are gonna have to go up in value to 250. Same price throughout the park. We're also gonna have to charge 10 cents for the bathroom, 50 cents for the bathroom. People are gonna get mad for a little bit, but they're gonna have to go. Nah, that's stupid. People are gonna get mad. One person paid. Lol. What the fuck is going on over here? Is this like a tunnel system? This goes underground here? Oh no, there's a ride? The Runaway Plumber? What? What the fuck is this ride? Shortcut keys. Underground toggle view is 9. Huh. That's really cool, actually. Okay. We have no handyman yet. So we're gonna go ahead and throw in one over here, and we're gonna dedicate him this half of the park. I think if we have him work the straightaway here, perfect, and you will be allowed to loop around here. That's perfect. That's enough coverage for one handyman. Another handyman here. We're gonna put him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's good just to put them on the bare bones of your parks, you know, just to make sure that everything's kind of covered. Okay, we're gonna throw in another handyman over here. And he's going to be responsible for this region. Okay. Perfect. So now we've got pretty much full coverage with one more handyman. Will at least be supplemented for most of the park as far as coverage goes, but we might need to hire a couple just for stuff like grass later. But for now, this is good. This is definitely enough. Okay. So we kind of hit our main startup stuff to focus on. Since this is like a takeover park, that's like the thirsty thing. It's drink stall coming 17th of this month, so we're gonna fast forward. They should cost probably around 300. So as soon as that's done, as long as we're around 600, I'm hoping around 900, we can put in 3 drink stalls across the park. Forest flyer broke down. We need one more handyman. Keep fast forwarding. Enough to buy a couple drink stands. Let's check the cost on those. Hopefully 250. Perfect. All right. So drink stall, guests are thirsty. We put one obviously over towards the beginning, and then we'll just go and try and put them in kind of everywhere else that we've put anything. So right now we've got 3 drink restroom locations. I want to put in another one over here towards the left. But as of right now, there's just not a whole lot going on, so I'm not excessively worried about it, especially because we're a little bit tight on funds towards the beginning. All right. So now we've got put into place our food, our restrooms, and our drinks, and our handyman, and our mechanics. So the next thing that we're going to have to do is start increasing the park value. The best way to do that is with new rides. So, I'm looking for an area. Thankfully, this kind of splits the park into 2 and gives us a little bit of room. And if we look at what rides we have in this, we've got 2 new rides that we can put in. 1 new ride that we can put in. Looks like we already have one of those. I'm looking at this area of the park. This is unutilized space over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is start utilizing this space, but something to keep in mind is especially when you're getting rid of trees and stuff like that, remember scenery is very important for park value. So, while yes, we are going to be putting in a ride, we also need to put in some scenery, make the area kind of look somewhat thematic and nice. All right, so we're going to open this up. We're going to charge $250 for entrance to it. Y'all can shut the fuck up with the not having access because you will very, very soon. And we'll make a relatively long queue line just because it's a new ride, you know? So people will kind of be at least semi-pumped for it. Got to get rid of this fencing here, it looks like. There we go. Perfect. That's going to be great. I'm going to go ahead and change the color of the path just because OCD. Perfect. Now that area right there is going to be a perfect spot for a restroom right outside of the ride, just in case people are getting sick. And in addition to that, what I was talking about earlier, wanting to kind of open up a new drink area location, this right here is going to be great for that. Now the next thing that we're going to have to do is make sure that we have enough trash cans and random decorations. So I'm going to do a quick trash can run, put in like probably 5 or 6 just in random areas of the park where something's not already built. That should be good. And now we can focus on kind of greening up this area a little bit, making it pretty. So we're going to put in flower bed here. No, I don't really like the flower bed there. We'll put in a sundial right here. Nice. And let's go ahead and make it a little bit more pretty with some flowers on the inside here. We'll do small ones just along the track. It's just a flowery runway, you know? But don't underestimate, like, little details like this go a long way for increasing park value. Definitely. Even like a little thing like that, that will make a relatively big difference. So we got this dinghy slide now. That's going to be a unexciting ride, but it gets people going a little bit. Haunted houses do super fucking well for whatever reason. And I'm going to build it back in these woods right here. 371. And then we're going to put some spoopy trees and a creepy path and whatever. People will love it. These dumb fucks. We're going to increase the value $2. Go ahead and put in creepy path. Boom. Put in this right here. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Perfect. And we're going to make this not too long. Honestly, it's probably enough. We're going to go over here. Look for some creepy looking trees. These look kind of creepy, I think. Maybe it's just me, but I think they look creepy as hell. That's kind of a spooky ride. I like it. I like it. All right. So at this point, we really need to take a look at Parks finances and see where we're sitting with our goals. So we'll do a month run and take a look, kind of see where we're sitting. I'm hoping that we're going to be sitting over 500. It looks very soundly like we are. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some guest thoughts. I'm not thirsty. I feel sick. Clean and tidy. They want something more thrilling. So our next thing is going to be thrill ride, for sure. Park value in general needs to be 250, and we're at like 114. Not super great. So that means that we're going to need to throw in some bigger rides. Big thing to do. Let's take a look, see what rides we could get. Let's start with something like this. If we have a location for it. So looks like not over there so much. That may be a little, but that's going to be detrimental to some of the other aspects of the park. So maybe not back in that corner, but this is a relatively small park. Like, it doesn't give you a lot of room to build anything very interesting. I do like this area. Let's look for a ride that might be a little better. Here's a long ride. But we already might have a wooden roller coaster, it looks like, actually. So we're not going to Runaway Minecart, because that's going to not pique people's interest as much as a new type of roller coaster. So something like this dinghy slide looks kind of shitty. I don't particularly like it, but I think people might. Demon Drop right here. Looks like a good mid-size, mid-price ride. Under 10K, well under 10K. So we're going to go ahead and put this probably here. Yeah, 2,800. So let's go ahead, fast forward a little bit. We'll get up to 2,800, and we'll throw it in here. Once we hit it, open that shit up, and we're gonna charge probably $5 a ride. We're starting to get a little bit more food, so that's going to just work on increasing our revenue. But really important right now is that we get a decent ride in here that's gonna pique people's interest. Okay, so something like this. Go ahead and test that, and let that test for a little bit. That should increase the park value. Should increase the park value. Next thing we can do. All right, let's open the sucker. And let's see what happens to park value. Park value went up to 125. Excellent. I want to throw in 3 of these new stalls probably. So once we hit 800 should be good. Perfect. Let's grab them real quick. Fruity ice stalls. 1, Fruity Ice Stalls. 2. And Fruity Ice Stall 3 over here. And with that increase, I'm going to also put in another handyman. And we're going to have him be dedicated to this back area of the park. Make sure everything is going a-okay. Oy vey, oy lay. Up here. Perfect. Hitting into the negative, so we got to be careful with that. But park value should be good. 130. So we need another decent sized ride in order to bring in some more revenue, or a couple small ones. So I'm thinking, looking at some of these, it doesn't look like we could put a maze in. We could put one of these in and one of these. So 300, 400, 500. So let's go 1,500. Put in 3 rides real quick, just to get a quick small boost to the park value. And then we can start focusing on getting another big ride in order to have a substantial boost to kind of help us carry at least through year 2. I'm hoping at some point in year 2 at least we can get that. Okay, so we're sitting good here. September, we got September, October left, so we're doing okay. We're gonna take a look real quick, see where people are complaining. Thoughts, litter here is really bad. Where are they at? Let's go location. Okay, so over here, it looks like in this particular area, we're getting some complaints. So we'll hire another handyman for this area. And that would explain it, because nobody is queued up to work over here. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we're gonna have to throw in some of these rides. Why is it still showing me this guy? I do not give a shit. Negative thought, I'm hungry, yada yada, no one cares. Alright, we're done following you. I don't care. 3 of these, let's put in maybe something here. It's kind of a relatively small area. Land not owned by park. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Turn that on. Increase that to 150. Do a quick rotate. Then we're gonna go ahead and stretch this out. I like that. We're gonna go ahead and stretch that out like this. And we're gonna go ahead and throw in another bathroom right here, just in case people need it. We're gonna go ahead and throw in another pizza shop right here, in case people need it. And we're gonna go ahead and throw in another drink stand right here. Again, believe it or not, in case people need it. Okay, we're gonna do a double rotate, take it back to this area. Next thing I want to do, probably put a slide right here. So we're gonna just level out this land. There's no point in having it all slopey. People don't care. They like rides more than they like sloped surfaces. It's just statistically how it works for this game. Okay. Level, perfect. Alright, we can fit another ride here, something boring, probably just a slide. Why not? We're gonna throw in, what do you mean I have to raise or lower the land? It works there? What? No. We're fine. Double rotate. Let's take a look at the back end of this. Ah, I see. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Sometimes these angles are a pain in the ass. So let's go ahead and put the entrance right here and the exit here. And we'll go ahead, open this shit, and now try and do something here. Does that work? Is that a queue? Not quite. So we need to do another lower. And we'll go ahead and do queue, this one, this way, up. Yeah, I see. Okay, boom. Or delete and go straight, no, straight, and go up, rotate. Okay, so now let's look at this. That's disgusting. I'm disgusted by the state of that path. You go here. You are just gonna go right here, my friend. You don't go anywhere else. You do your job right there. I don't know why that's so pukey. Okay. Okay, that's for that ride. Where's this? Okay. This is a pain in the ass. 9 here. Alright, you know what? This whole fucking part is just a fucking nightmare. Cancel. I'm getting rid of this. I hate this. Yeah. No, fuck it. Why it's annoying is because, like, literally all I have to do is this. Is raise this land by, like, one fucking block. All I had to do, right there. Okay. Now I can put in this stupid ride. At this point, I don't even want to, but whatever. Okay. There you go. Open that shit, and let's just get it done with, because I'm fucking peeved off. No. Fucking idiot. Look at this. Boom. Now we'll put in this right here. Boom, there you go. Price $2. Something else I forgot to do earlier. Increase the price of this to like $5, $4. Okay. I think we got a new stall type. Let's check the value of our park. 140. What do we need to get to? 200. Okay. So let's go ahead and get nothing new over there, but we're gonna throw a bathroom right here. Alright, let's see what people are thinking. Not thirsty, raining, yada 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 yada. Raining, I need to go to the bathroom? Where are these people saying that? It's over here. Well, you're right next to a bathroom, so that's your problem. Alright. Fast forward. Think about maybe getting another handyman. 3 handyman's not too bad. We'll get 1 or 2 of these. Next thing, start putting in more basic stuff like flowers, just to improve overall quality of the park. Okay, that's good. And do like walls. So fancy. so. Perfect. Alright, we're into March of year 2. Let's do fast forwards a little bit. Alright, so the next thing is definitely going to be a decent sized roller coaster, but there's just not a lot of room for it. That's kind of the problem, is we need to put in more rides, but I'm at a loss on what we can put in. Junior roller coaster maybe. Not a lot of room for that. A bobsled coaster. Ooh. I likey. Me likey. Yeah. That's great. 12,000 though? I mean, yeah, me likey. Can I even take out loans? Get up to 15,000? Yeah. Throw in something nice. A mini suspended coaster? I already have one. What type of coaster is that? That's the Mine Track coaster. That's that coaster. Mini roller coaster. Junior roller coaster. I mean, I think these ones are probably the most liked. $10,000. Alright. We just need to find a place to put this. Makes sense. Really, the only place that it's gonna fit is over the center of the park. I like that, but I'm just not sure how to make it connect, you know? Right here would work. Fuck it. Let's go. Okay. Open this sucker up. Give her a spin. And we'll make that work. Easy. Okay, we'll go down. Then we'll go flat. Then we'll go this way. Down. Perfect there. And I'm gonna build another route this way. Down one. Break that. Nope. Boom. Look at that son of a bitch. That's gonna be a $5 cost. Okay. Do rotate here, and we're looking kind of pretty. All right, let's take a look at park value. 146. I need another $50,000 worth of park value. So next thing's just gonna have to be how stuff looks. So we're gonna have to put in trees and shit like that. Let's do flowers everywhere. Okay, throw in another pizza shop here. Throw in some simple rides. Throw in a carousel. Open. Let's throw in a castle. That looks kind of cool. Now where is that gonna fit? Maybe right here? Perfect. Okay. Excellent. So now it's just finding a way to make this path fit with everything. Boom. Perfect. Like a double decker thing right there. And then we'll go ahead and throw in information kiosk right there. Alright, let's go ahead and check park income now. Value 160, not bad, but we need to keep it up. Another 40,000. So let's look up flexible wedge, maybe 1 p.m. Sorry, everyone. I have some work to do still. Okay. Increasing park value, roller coaster tycoon classic. Adding new rides, demolish and decreases. Okay, so let's try that. So it looks like one thing that we can do is just open up rides and test them, but not do anything with them. So let's give that a shot. Let's do this one. 6,000. So we don't even need to make it run. We just need to find a place for it to sit for a year without taking too much space. Okay, so like right here, ride, test, boom. Let that do 20 laps. Then we'll find another roller coaster, something like this. Nah. Whoa. Let's do... looping roller coaster. This one's like 8,000. Let's try. That's as much as we can get. So let's see what our income is now. 178. Gradually decreases though, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Okay. Next thing to do is put in. Can we make a looping roller coaster? Is there room for one anywhere? Turbine right there. It's relatively cheap. It's going to increase value. Boom. Test. And then let's throw in something to actually make me money. Like high intensity. One of these again. Testing. All right, now let's see what that does. Oh, that works so well. All right. Let's just have positive income now. We're gonna gradually drop in park value, but it won't really matter. As long as we're sitting relatively in the same spot. $3,000 a month is really good. So now that we're dipping, how far do I have to go? End of October. Okay. All right, so let's throw in another one of these. We'll just see what happens now. So we're at 92, 196. Okay. So it's a good buffer. We're gonna throw in some balloon stalls because that will actually increase our revenue. Okay. Throw in probably 3. Nah, I'll do 4. Even 5. Yeah, once you kind of get the hang of some of the tips and tricks, like it's not that hard. Okay. There we go. We'll let that take us through October, maybe. Let's see. What's next? Roller coaster. Okay. We'll actually put in that roller coaster then once it's done. Or I'll try. If it's affordable. Park value is now 189, so we've dropped about 20K. Not a big deal. Okay. this. We've got one more year that we have to make it through. Let's go ahead and get like 4. So handyman added in 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5. Doesn't really matter. I don't care about the money value too much. Alright, we're ending October, year 2. With a park value of what? 192. Wooden Wild Mine Ride. Okay. That's a easy ride. Nope. Not gonna go custom ride. This one right here. We're just going to find an area for it that it will fit. I don't care if it looks nice. It's not going to be used. It's literally just gonna sit in the corner by itself. There we go. Test. Boom. Fast forward. That should put us up over 190? 213. Okay. I think it has to hit 20 laps. Okay. So now we need to pull in enough revenue to build one more ride before dipping below. So when we hit 205, I'm just going to keep throwing in small things. So like, for example, we're here. So I'm going to throw in slide. And I'm going to throw in one of these. And I'm going to throw in junior roller coaster maybe. Something like simple. Yeah, something like this. Boom. Oh, 5,000. Okay. So as soon as I can, as soon as we hit 5,000, I'm going to throw in this. Boom. Test. This one here needs to go into test mode. Now it's dead. Perfect. Now so we'll get park value. 217. That's about to jump. Probably 230. I'm hoping. 232. Now I'd be shocked if we dropped 30,000 in a month. But in the off chance that we do, we can throw in something else. Throw in like nah. Let's throw in sure. This shit. In the corner. 2,200. Alright, so we'll wait till we hit 3 grand. Throw in this. Boom. Test. Alright, park values at 232. It should jump up to 240. Once it completes enough laps, it'll jump about there. Bada boom. Fuck this shit. I'm king. I was meant to say king. Sounded a little sus. It wasn't. think we're chilling. I'm making bank every month. I can throw in like some stupid shit. 5,000. Let's find something cheap. Find something cheap here. Boom, 4,000. That's what I'm building. It's gonna go right here. Once we hit 5,000, whatever. And that'll definitely carry us all the way to the end of the month. It's not dropping that much in value per month, like maybe $1,000 in park value. Like really nothing bad. 18. Alright, well I mean we're almost at half of what we were, but it's teetering. I'll hit 5,000 before I hit 200 on park value. 15. How much do I need? About 1,000 more. And that should jump it up at least 10k. I only really need, oh, it just jumped up. Probably as they're fixing the rides. 5,000. Distance. And fast forward. Nobody even needs to ride these rides, which is nice. Just literally sitting there. One more month. Sure that we're the goal. Left. Let's pop out of